Dear friend, thank you for being here today. Have you ever wondered what truly happens inside your body when the noise of digestion stops? What if the feeling we call hunger is actually the key to unlocking a deeper form of energy? What if I told you about going without food for 3 complete days? No munching, no morning meal, not even a small drink of juice, only water and quiet. It seems agonizing, does it not? However, across time, people have done precisely this, not because they wanted to, but out of necessity. And astonishingly, their bodies did more than endure. They adjusted, developed, and even mended themselves in fashions that contemporary science is just starting to grasp. The instant you choose to cease eating, your body steps into a condition of silent bewilderment. It asks, "Where is the following meal?" But far within your cells, a quiet script starts to execute, a genetic instruction penned by evolution itself. This is a mechanism constructed to safeguard you, to maintain your life when sustenance is limited, and to access concealed stockpiles of energy and insight. The majority of individuals believe fasting is merely about reducing fat, but that is a minor piece of the narrative. The actual change occurs at the sub-visible scale, in your cells, your DNA, and within your brain's chemical makeup. When you halt nourishment for your body, it commences to nourish itself with something different: restoration. Remain with me, as the following moments will disclose how your body alters hour by hour. And believe me, what occurs after 72 hours could entirely shift your perspective on hunger. Before we proceed further, press that subscribe button, as here we convert science into practical transformation. Throughout the initial 12 hours of fasting, your body acts as though all is standard. It keeps utilizing glucose from your previous meal, which is warehoused as glycogen in your liver and muscles. Yet as time passes, those stockpiles begin to diminish, and that is the point your body perceives that something atypical is taking place. Your insulin measurements start to fall, indicating to every cell that the readily available energy has vanished. In this phase, you could experience minor hunger or find it hard to concentrate. Your stomach rumbles. Your mind commences bargaining, just one small bite. But unseen, your metabolism is changing its pace, readying itself for survival operations. Your liver, the biochemical driving force, assumes control. It begins to disassemble glycogen to maintain your blood glucose equilibrium, dispensing glucose bit by bit, similar to a slow intravenous drip. Nonetheless, after approximately 18 to 24 hours, the reserve is depleted. The body confronts a vital choice: panic or adjust. And evolution ensured it would adjust. Fat starts to substitute for sugar as your main power supply. The body does not fail from weakness. It grows proficient. You have formally passed through the metabolic threshold that divides eating from fasting, and your metamorphosis is only starting. Near the 24-hour point, your brain begins to detect the scarcity of glucose, its preferred energy supply. You might experience a slight headache, a surge of tiredness, or perhaps crankiness. That is your brain communicating that something has changed. But this response is not a failure. It is the indicator of a significant shift that is preparing to happen. As blood glucose measurements decrease, the liver commences the creation of molecules known as ketones, derived from fat. These minuscule energy units are unadulterated brain fuel. In a matter of hours, your neurons begin transitioning to this more pristine, more durable energy supply. Research indicates that ketones do not just substitute for glucose, but also heighten mental acuity, sharpen concentration, and even safeguard against neurodegenerative illnesses. What previously seemed like confusion gradually transforms into clarity. You might discover you are more aware, more grounded, perhaps serene. It is like your brain has updated its core software overnight, mastering how to operate on stamina instead of continual refueling. Therefore, while society dreads hunger, your body is doing the inverse. It is reawakening. You are not dying of hunger. You are evolving. By the second day, your body completely comprehends the circumstances and assumes direction. With glycogen depleted, it starts accessing fat stockpiles, disassembling them into fatty acids that your liver transforms into ketones. This signifies the genuine start of metabolic adaptability, your body's capacity to alternate between sugar and fat for energy. Within your cells, an intriguing procedure known as autophagy initiates. Envision countless microscopic caretakers tidying up refuse, old compromised proteins, malfunctioning mitochondria, and even precancerous cells. Your body is repurposing itself from the interior outward, converting debris into vitality. Biologists describe this as one of the most potent anti-aging systems identified. In the meantime, your energy finds equilibrium. The hunger sensations start to diminish, supplanted by a nuanced awareness and tranquility. You are not depleted, you are lighter. The body, no longer occupied with processing food, shifts its power toward mending and safeguarding. This is the juncture where fasting ceases to resemble deprivation and commences to feel like transformation. Your body has quit requesting food as it is excessively occupied with mending itself. By the 48-hour point, you have transitioned into complete ketosis, the condition where fat turns into your principal fuel. Your body metabolizes it consistently, your blood glucose remains level, and your brain operates on ketones with surgical sharpness. What formerly felt like hunger now manifests as focus. This is the time when individuals fasting report an odd sensation of mental illumination. Thoughts are more distinct, feelings more settled. This occurs because ketones function as anti-inflammatory elements, lessening oxidative stress and fostering new neural development. In straightforward language, your brain is actively reconstructing itself while you abstain from eating. Concurrently, hormones start to behave differently. Growth hormones escalate, occasionally reaching levels up to 5 times above the norm, assisting in the preservation of muscle and the renewal of tissues. Insulin stays low, permitting fat to be metabolized efficiently while balancing disposition and energy. You have accessed one of the most primal states of human experience, the fasted, focused, fat-metabolizing condition our predecessors depended upon for survival. And still, this is merely the midpoint. The genuine wonders, immune reset, cellular renewal, and longevity commence hereafter. At approximately the 50-hour point, a fascinating event occurs. Rather than experiencing increased weakness, many individuals report an abrupt escalation in energy. It is contradictory, nearly beyond belief. How can your body generate more power while consuming nothing? The explanation is found in evolutionary programming. Your ancestors could not permit themselves to fail during a period of famine. They needed to remain sharp enough to hunt. Your metabolism now functions with unadulterated proficiency. With insulin low and ketones high, your cells transition to what researchers term mitochondrial optimization. These tiny power stations inside you begin generating energy with reduced waste and enhanced endurance. You are no longer a machine reliant on sugar. You are a hybrid system running on clean fuel. Even your heart adjusts. Investigations reveal that during extended fasting, cardiac performance enhances, blood pressure levels off, and inflammation indicators decrease significantly. The body starts to safeguard what is most crucial, the essential organs. The further you proceed, the more intelligent your energy mechanism becomes. And here is the unexpected element. While the external world believes you are depriving yourself, your biology recognizes the reality. You are accessing an ancient performance mode engineered for survival and extended life. If you find this exploration of science and the human body engaging, please give this video a like. It assists more individuals in finding out just how formidable our biology genuinely is. By the 3rd day, your immune system initiates something remarkable, a complete restoration. Investigators at the University of Southern California found that 72-hour fasting can prompt stem cells to generate new white blood cells, fundamentally reconstructing the immune defenses from the ground up. When you fast, your body begins to recycle aged, compromised immune cells via autophagy. Subsequently, upon the resumption of eating, those cells are substituted with new, proficient ones. It is as though your body activates a biological refresh command, eliminating the ineffective units and enlisting a new defense team. This renewal impact has been associated with enhancements in autoimmune disorders, inflammation, and even tolerance to cancer treatments. Your body is not ceasing operations. It is restructuring its whole defense apparatus to function more intelligently. Consider it in this manner. During fasting, your immune system ceases to react and starts to reflect. The objective is not to accomplish more, but to accomplish better. While your body metabolizes fat and fuels your brain with ketones, another quiet upheaval happens inside each cell. Autophagy, the procedure that was awarded the 2016 Nobel Prize in Medicine. This is your body's inherent rejuvenation mechanism, and after 48 to 72 hours, it is operating at full capacity. Autophagy is literally translated as self-consumption, but not in a harmful fashion. Your cells pinpoint compromised components, fragmented proteins, harmful aggregates, and dysfunctional mitochondria, and repurpose them into entirely new materials. Envision every cell transforming into its own maintenance depot, taking apart what is non-functional and reconstructing it into something superior. This procedure is correlated with decelerated aging, enhanced metabolism, and safeguarding against conditions such as Alzheimer's, diabetes, and cancer. It resembles spring cleaning at a microscopic level, only it transpires inside your organs, your brain, and even your skin. At this point, you are not merely fasting, you are regenerating. Your body is converting the old into the new, disorder into structure, and refuse into wisdom. After 2.5 days, your metabolism achieves what might be termed the deep burn. Fat turns into your main and almost sole energy supply. But this is not merely concerning weight reduction. It concerns biochemical proficiency. When your body disassembles triglycerides from fat cells, it dispenses glycerol and fatty acids. The glycerol is transformed into glucose for tissues that continue to require it, such as red blood cells, while the fatty acids nourish your muscles and brain. Every organ now works together in a flawlessly coordinated system built for stamina. This period also diminishes insulin resistance and reprograms metabolism to promote longevity. Individuals who fast intermittently demonstrate superior mitochondrial density, signifying they literally cultivate more energy engines within their cells. You are not just shedding fat, you are acquiring efficiency. So when you experience that lightness, that composed stability, it is not frailty. It is your body recalling what it was engineered to do: flourish in times of scarcity. Here is one of the most unforeseen outcomes of fasting. In place of mental haziness, your mind grows keener, quicker, more focused. This transpires because your brain is now operating on ketones, which deliver consistent energy without the peaks and valleys associated with sugar. Ketones also boost the creation of BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that fosters the development and persistence of neurons. It acts like nourishment for your brain cells. Elevated BDNF measurements are correlated with improved memory, swifter learning, and emotional durability. Your mind is not starving, it is prospering. From an evolutionary standpoint, this is perfectly logical. During famine, your ancestors required heightened perception to locate food. Thus, instead of powering down, their brains shifted into a hunter state, focused, aware, and inventive. You are accessing that identical ancient insight. So the next time you sense your stomach rumble during a fast, recall that it is not weakness communicating. It is your brain honing its edge. As you pass the 70-hour mark, a noteworthy development occurs. Your body is no longer just coping with fasting, it is excelling at it. Ketones move seamlessly through your circulation, furnishing energy to every cell. Your brain, previously reliant on glucose, now functions with a proficiency that feels almost beyond natural. Hunger recedes, supplanted by an aware tranquility. You have attained biological stability. Internally, your body is remodeling itself. Inflammatory indicators fall precipitously, hormones find balance, cortisol levels off, insulin remains low, and growth hormone stays elevated. Concurrently, stem cell activity intensifies, aiding in tissue mending, renewing the gut lining, and fortifying immunity. The systems that were formerly strained by relentless eating are now recalibrating in the quiet. Your digestive organs, having rested for 3 complete days, are finally addressing the detoxification tasks they seldom get time for. The liver expels toxins, the intestines mend their linings, and your microbiome, the unseen collective of bacteria within you, starts to reset. Researchers propose that prolonged fasting can even foster beneficial microbial variety, resulting in improved metabolism and mood control. This is not starvation. This is reinstatement. After 72 hours, your body has shifted from consumption to creation. You have not just forgone meals, you have initiated a thorough biological restart. The moment you conclude your fast is equally as crucial as the fast itself. When that initial morsel meets your tongue, your body reawakens like a system powering back on. Enzymes saturate your digestive pathway, insulin elevates, and nutrients begin permeating cells that have been awaiting renewal. But this is the point where many individuals falter. Ending the fast imprecisely can negate the advantages. An abrupt influx of heavy foods stuns the digestive apparatus. The superior method is incremental. Commence with light, nutrient-rich foods such as bone broth, avocado, or cooked vegetables. Regard it as re-educating your body on eating, softly and with consideration. The initial re-nourishing meal prompts stem cells that were inactive during the fast, amplifying tissue mending and renewal. It is a significant juncture. Your body is both purifying and reconstructing concurrently. You will probably observe keener taste, intensified smell, and perhaps emotional lucidity. You are not merely eating, you are reintroducing life into a system that has been thoroughly renewed. And this is where the narrative shifts. Because after you have undergone this clarity, eating will never seem the same. If you are captivated by what transpires inside your body during fasting, you will appreciate this subsequent video about what occurs in your organs if you fast for 24 hours, explained by science. It serves as the ideal complement to this one, illustrating how your body commences its transformation much sooner than you realize. So is fasting for 72 hours genuinely beneficial? Science indicates a definite yes, but with equilibrium and consciousness. Investigations reveal that extended fasting can foster cellular renewal, diminish inflammation, enhance insulin sensitivity, and even prolong lifespan in animal studies. However, the most significant advantage might not be somatic, it is psychological. Fasting alters your connection with hunger, discipline, and self-regulation. It imparts that energy does not solely originate from food, it originates from the body's capacity to adjust and flourish under strain. You comprehend that you are not delicate, but resilient beyond measure. Your body, previously misjudged, becomes a source of power you can rely on. Naturally, fasting is not suitable for all. Individuals with medical issues, expectant women, or those with eating disorders should never undertake it without expert oversight. The objective is not to endure hardship, it is to grasp your body's capability when afforded the space to heal. And perhaps that is the ultimate insight. Occasionally doing nothing, not eating, not acquiring, just pausing permits your body to perform everything it was engineered to do. If this video expanded your perspective, be certain to subscribe, like, and circulate it with someone who ought to hear this. In unison, we will persist in revealing how the human body contains the keys to its own metamorphosis. This journey into the body's hidden mechanisms reveals a profound truth that extends far beyond the mechanisms of ketosis or autophagy. It teaches us that our biology is not a fragile system requiring constant input, but a resilient, intelligent ecosystem designed for adaptation. We live in a culture of constant consumption, believing that more is the answer to energy. More food, more coffee, more stimulation. Yet the 72-hour fast demonstrates the opposite. It proves that profound healing, mental clarity, and systemic reorganization happen not during the feast but during the famine. The silence of digestion allows the body's deeper intelligence to finally take the stage. This pause is perhaps the first crucial lesson. True strength is often found in disciplined restraint, not in relentless addition. When we constantly intervene, we interrupt the body's own powerful cycles of repair. Trusting this innate wisdom, allowing the body the space it needs to manage its own systems, is a foundational step towards sustainable health. The second vital takeaway is the concept of metabolic freedom. For decades, many of us have operated as sugar-dependent machines, experiencing energy crashes and mental fog as normal. The transition to ketones, which the body accomplishes so effectively after day one, shows us an alternative path. It is a reminder that we possess a dual fuel system, and true health lies in the ability to switch between these fuels effortlessly. This is metabolic flexibility. It is the ability to run on stored fat just as easily as on a recent meal. This adaptation is not a modern hack. It is our birthright, an evolutionary advantage that modern diets have suppressed. This experience teaches us to question our perceived limitations. The hunger we often fear is frequently just the discomfort of a metabolic shift, the sound of the engine switching tracks. By learning to navigate this transition calmly, we successfully separate true physical need from ingrained psychological habit or emotional craving. Furthermore, the process of autophagy offers a powerful metaphor for modern life. We are encouraged to accumulate possessions, responsibilities, and even digital clutter. Autophagy, the self-eating cleanup, shows us the cellular necessity of letting go. The body understands that to rebuild, it must first clear out the damaged, the old, and the dysfunctional. This cellular spring cleaning is a model for our own lives. Regeneration requires subtraction. It requires us to identify what is no longer serving us, be it old habits, toxic relationships, or limiting beliefs, and have the courage to dismantle it, creating space for the new. This transformation, however, is not complete without the final, critical step: conscious integration. The way we break the fast, as mentioned, is paramount. This emphasizes that the ultimate goal is not to fast forever, but to return to the world of eating with renewed awareness and respect. The lessons learned in the silence, the resilience, the clarity, the separation of need from want, must be integrated into our daily choices. Fasting, then, is not an escape from life. It is a profound tool to help us engage with it more fully, proving that within our own biology lies the blueprint for renewal, strength, and extraordinary endurance.